It's another garden vlog day, and it's rainy and dreary and nasty out again. So instead of filming in 4K or 1080p, I'm just going to do it in 720p. There's no good lighting and vibrancy here. Time to clean out the guinea pig cage again. I don't want to go too far back into like maybe where I would prefer to dump this stuff. So let's just go to a nearby bed because the grass and the weeds are so high they're going to just destroy my shoes anyway. I really need to get a pair of some kind of waterproof shoes. We're going to dump it on this totem bed here with the is it the Mineola Tangelo? Go. And this does have a couple Tangelos still hanging on them, so hopefully in a couple months we'll have 2 Tangelos to eat out of this totem pole bed. The other bed right beside of it, about maybe 10 or 12 foot, the pomelo, and it hasn't sunken a lot in the bed here, so that's a good thing. The totem pole bed has sunken a lot and through those cracks around the totems, whatever you call it, and we call it the totem pole bed because instead of like laying the logs like sideways, we're laying them up and down. It makes a higher bed. But there, as you can see, there are a lot of cracks and stuff in the bed for debris, dirt, whatever, potting soil, everything to kind of, wash out of it. But hopefully we'll keep adding material to it and it'll seal itself up over time. This longer bed here with the blood orange that was doing really bad earlier this year, it's doing really good now. And we got the Meyer lemon. We should have just pulled that fruit off, but have some impatiens here that are really happy in this bed. Look at our tea plant there, in all the grass, still looks nice and green. We're probably soon going to take some of the roses that died back to like Home Depot and such, but unfortunately we only found receipts for 2 of these guys here, I think. So the other 5 or 6 or whatever that have died, we don't have receipts for. Most likely they're not going to honor that 1-year guarantee. And I think when they do the 1-year guarantee, which is not on annuals or anything, but like trees, shrubs, and roses, I think only, it's usually store credit, I think. So it's not cash or anything, which that's okay. These are the plants that we just got in from the Fruitwood Nursery a few days ago. Kind of worried that with the massive amount of rain we're getting like all day long, that these guys might have an issue, root rot or something soon. So I hope that I do not have to put these somewhere where it's not going to get rained on all the time, because I don't want to stress them out. These are expensive, even though I only got 6 plants. By the time you add $30+ shipping, yeah, it's like $100 order or very close. It's in bloom again. What is this, 5th or 6th time? It looks like it's fixing to go into a full flower again. Look at all those buds. Barbados cherry. I didn't even notice this. I think Chiang Mai 60 has a few little mulberries on it, but it's just been in too much shade and it's too leggy, so we really need to get this guy hardened off in the sun a little bit better. This is my Illinois everbearing mulberry. I think it's fruited like twice already, and I haven't even had it a full year, I don't think. Definitely need to get some cuttings off of it and root it, because I promised a few mulberry trees, including that Chiang Mai 60, to somebody else. And then my Chiang Mai 60 that is in the ground started doing not so great. So I held it just in case I needed a backup. So we really need to give these guys some TLC, get them to grow more so they have more cuttings, more plant material to give us. And there's some more of those yellow mushrooms and that rose. We don't even throw our dryer lint away here, but we don't compost it either. We have another area here, like an old compost bin that's not really been used as that, and we just throw it on top, kind of fluffed out for the birds to get, and anything they don't get, hopefully hair and dirt, debris, dust will disintegrate into the soil and make more soil. But like I said, we put it on top. We don't pile it up thick, and birds make nests with this stuff. So we are probably missing out on quite a bit of these Saijo Persimmons here. The wasps are getting them. It's just the weather has been so horrible lately. I don't really want to be out in this nasty, dreary rain all the time here. And, but I better save some for the kids and for Natalie. I could sit here and eat 4 or 5 at a time probably. This is the cherry of Rio Grande, so it's probably tripled its size over the last year, year and a half, or however long I've had it. But I think these guys take like 5 years to mature. They should produce seeds, you know, fruit seeds when they are mature that you could plant. But having another round, you know, 5 years later before you get something substantial seems to be a long time. So I definitely need to think about whether I want to get a few more of these guys in the next year or so, hopefully before then. But they are usually come in really small plants. They're usually really expensive. Despite being seedlings, they grow slow. So I don't know, but it would probably be a good idea if we get all of the other stuff, or most of the other stuff that we are capable of getting this season, end of this season, start of next season, I should say, and add some more to the garden. Little Deanna fig is growing more and more every day, isn't it? We're coming back to our first raised bed, aged wood chip alternative beds, the bed 1. From a distance, I see at least one flower on this new papaya, but I can't see close yet. I'm gonna try to get in there closer. This is the original one. It probably has 100 plus buds, blooms, closed, open, still forming. And right here is the other one. Is that a female or a male? Completely different type of flower. They're not hanging in a cluster. Way bigger flower. And these males have the kind of the yellow area kind of poking out where the pollen is. So I would hope that's a female, but I'll probably have to confirm it by doing a Google search. Nothing so far on the smaller one, but I guess, you know, it probably needs another few months to grow before it starts flowering. And then it's almost fall, so no way we're going to have anything edible off of these guys, but maybe next year if they survive whatever frost we have. I'm seeing the purple passion flower go way over there on the fence line there. It started here. You remember it had one, I think, fruit. I don't think it's going to fruit anymore this year. Haven't seen any flowers or anything, but hopefully it's strengthening itself up. And yeah, it's probably 10-12 foot from the ground up into over there. Let's go look at it. Right there it is, the end. So now that it's in pretty much full sun up here, hopefully it'll grow a lot faster. This is our swamp sunflowers. So we had one plant we planted down here last year, and they obviously seeded or have root suckers or something, and now there's 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4, and some of them are like 7 or 8 foot tall now. Looks like they're getting ready to bloom as well. How thick that stem is on this one. Little Chiang Mai 60 mulberry is not happy here for whatever reason. Look at here, the first goldenrods are fixing to open up. Some of them way over there started to open and showing their kind of fluorescence. Definitely looking like we're not going to get a good harvest off of our white grapefruit this season. We've had, you know, several seasons where we got a massive harvest, but marsh white looks like it may because of the drought, you know, everything just got messed up. At the end of last season, we were talking about getting those like mesh or whatever plastic citrus bags, and because they sell so much better. But now we may not have enough to actually sell, you know, December, January, you know, February. And I guess that's okay. You win some, you lose some. It's like something's been eating these mushrooms, whatever they are. Maybe deer or rabbit or something, knocked them over, tried to bite, and left them alone. This out. I didn't even know we had any pineapple guavas this big so far. They're kind of hidden. Look at the shape of that one, like a avocado or something. Just lucked upon that guy, and There's a local guy that he said he ordered like 40 seedlings several years back, and he picks them between now and like a month or two from now. So he gets a massive load of these guys. But his are pretty small, so hopefully getting these grafted ones like these New Zealand ones and a few of the other improved cultivars will hopefully get something bigger than his little tiny ones, or our little tiny ones like they were last year. These are seedlings of improved cultivars, supposedly from, I think, California or something, and the first few are tiny. But then again, we have 2 genetic ones right now, both in fruit. And let's just see how it goes, I guess. Hopefully we'll catch them when they're ripened, before they fall or right after they fall, and animals don't get to them.